Test. We're here. Okay, cool. A little bit before 12, but it's fine. I don't even stream at 12. What am I saying? Okay, so I booted up the game. It said, hang on. Well, it asked me for the clock, and then it said, hang on. And now I'm here. Before we get started, can I say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know you care about this experience. You're paying attention. Well, I'm streaming, so I think that's... I kind of have to care. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative. Next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Okay. 4:20. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want. Even if it's not the correct time, you've earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back to the game. Okie dokie. Oh yeah, I forgot. Well, kind of. I remember, but whatever. Last time I gave the bucket away in the escape room.
This is the story of...
Not the escape room. Welcome back. Oh, okay. There's... Cool. I gave the bucket to the escape pod. Bucket was gone, and if I remember correctly, it should be
all of his co-workers
back.
were gone. What could it mean?
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Yes.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
A memo.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him.
Okay. Next place should be...
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room. But
I guess
Stanley
I'll take the
had
lift.
felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Let me make sure it's... What am I... Stream Elements. Okay, cool. Thank you, Stream Elements. Okay, so I gotta make
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go
I take
back
the
to
lift
meeting
and I'll
room.
go to the...
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else.
I could fall
the
down.
Cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Okie dokie.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't
Oh, I
talk.
forgot I should
But
go
Stanley
over there.
chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he
Have I gone over
unthinkingly
there?
did
I don't
whatever
know.
the bucket asked.
Also, I don't know if the game is too loud or too low. I don't know.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
What if I just go over
Stanley
here?
once again
No,
obeyed
okay.
blindly.
Okie dokie then. Opa.
Now pick up the phone.
Settings. Field of view.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead, Bucket. Go ahead, Bucket.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly,
Excuse
he began
me.
to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Excuse me. You can't just... Oh, that's a nice kitchen. Can I pick up the mug? Soap? Anything in the fridge? How the hell am I supposed to get that up? Oh, is there a step ladder? That... Oh, Bucket. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your Bucket. Press C to take me to work with you.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Take me back home with you. Okay.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Go back to work.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think. It can't talk.
Oh, I completely forgot to change the stream name. Oopsie daisy. Okay. That's how you call it, right? Oopsie daisy. Okay. Hopefully I'm in the right game
All it
section.
would ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location.
I wonder
That's
if
it.
I can't.
It doesn't
No,
do anything else.
the chairs are not. No, it's this chair specifically because, yeah, they know. They know. If they had that chair with collision, I'd be up there. Don't listen to the loud man. Press M for us to go back home.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Press H to ignore anyone in your life except for me.
It's sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Press V to go back home.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier. More capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from
Hey,
one
this isn't
room
Black
to
Mesa.
another.
Zip it. I changed it right now, alright? I changed it. Press Q to relive the same day with me over and over. I changed it. It's changed. Feed. Okay. Press Q to relive the same day with me over and over. Okay.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Press N to go home to work go home to work to home to work to. Okay.
Oh no. I'm having feelings. For the bucket.
What?
No. What's
What?
going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket?
What?
Hear what the bucket has to say. Do
What?
anything it asks.
Excuse
What's wrong
me?
with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation.
I'm gonna fuck a bucket. I'm gonna.
Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it. Give it to me now. Give it or I'll...
Go back to work, Stanley. Did I just get NTR'd by the narrator?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
I need
memo.
to go over there without the bucket because I haven't done that ending yet. Also, I have
Stanley
no
came
idea
to
how
a
many
set of
endings I've
two
done.
open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I'm actually curious of what this place over
Stanley
here
was
is.
so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I forgot if I went here last time.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun.
Oh yeah, I came here with the bucket, right? And I didn't put the bucket in the destroyer, whatever.
You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It
No
must
way.
be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Boo-hoo. Oh. Bro, I saw tits. I'm
All of his
cool.
co-workers were
Oh,
gone.
I just go
What
back
could it
here.
mean?
Okay.
Stanley decided to go to
Well,
the meeting room.
time to
A good bucket. A strong bucket. A humble bucket. A committed bucket.
time to go
A
back.
bucket of culture and distinct. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room. But
There's no way for me to see. Simplify controls. Okay.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Gonna go
took the
back,
door
put
on
the
his
bucket
left
in the
to go back to
the
meeting
shredder.
No,
Oh my god,
said the
shredder.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go.
Yeah, go here. Excuse me.
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know.
Streamer didn't welcome me. I feel like a poopy head.
Nothing feels real anymore.
How's it going there, random viewer?
I study
Welcome to the
this
stream.
Bucket. The less sense anything makes, the sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many
I
times
thought the narrator
I've
would
done it,
welcome chat.
it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest.
This guy
when I sit
streams.
down, it doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do
No,
I
for
do
real,
with
does he?
this
I don't
treasure?
know.
I can monetize it. Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden
Okay,
ticket.
alright, we're
But I have to be
dealing with a
careful,
bucket
because
trafficker.
as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that?
Get me with my favorite VTuber,
there?
Stanley. Yo, it's Disc 11 Minecraft moment. Also, I don't quite remember it being like, where did I go for the bucket to be in the shredder?
All of his
Like
co-workers
that
were
confusion
gone.
ending.
What could it mean?
The confusion
Stanley
ending.
decided to go to the meeting room. Ah, the embrace of an old friend. A weathered companionship that stands the test of time. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to
Where's
the
the
meeting
meeting
room.
room?
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Oh.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was
Told
wrong.
Matt, that bucket gonna
Stanley
make
took
me
the
act
door on
up.
his left to go back to, and so the two
Told
of them
Mad.
detoured through the maintenance section.
Oh my
and
god,
walked straight
Told
ahead
Mad
to
did
the
a
opposite door.
the thing with that one gamer girl. These animations. Oh, look at that handle jiggle around.
Oh, good Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually. You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just
Mobby.
sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do... Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this.
Do it for the vine.
But
I
if we
said that
want to
last
do
time.
that, you're going to have to give something up. Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the
Dang, this
Bucket
game is
Destroyer.
dark.
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley
I don't remember
Parable.
those
True,
jokes.
It also was not
I
in
remember
the
them.
original game, but it's such a well-fleshed out
Partly from
character with so
PTSD.
much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part
I
of
get
the
it.
cast all
I've been
along.
here
Don't you
before.
agree?
Please let me just put the bucket into
Can
place.
you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
I can't.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your
Oh,
bucket.
you couldn't have
Destroying
given it
buckets
to him.
is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does
couldn't
a
have given it
character
to him
with
at
only
all?
one personality
I
trait
can't.
deserve to
I
join
can't.
the
Okay.
pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The Broom Closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer
I saw the latest fuck
merchandise
stream
the
last
fans
night.
will
Didn't
be
get to
clamoring
chat
for
though.
after
Oh.
this. Okay, the
Gamer.
Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Okay, surprisingly, I was lurking. I see that you couldn't have given it the bucket from the
Destroyer,
beginning.
my prized creation.
Oh, that's
You had
nice
so
to know.
much potential. We were going to do such
He nutted.
marvelous things with you. Tell
Oh,
such
I couldn't get my
spellbinding stories
bucket.
about you.
I
All of
coom,
it
I
squandered
coomed.
now.
I coomed
Goodbye,
buckets load
new
of
friend.
my man
Moment in
chowder.
time that you were here. You were
Spilled all over the screen.
magnificent.
It's like the censorship in Chinese, or the anime censorship in China, where all the blood is just replaced with white. This is different. Straight to the point, I guess.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting
This
room.
is getting
and
highlighted.
Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
Please
just
include
to
the part where I
Stanley
stuttered
felt
about like 50
lightheaded,
times in the clip.
butterflies in his stomach, but
Really
eager to
adds
get
to
back
the-
business, Stanley
really
took
adds
the
the
first
flavor.
open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I
I
do
realize that investing your
wonder.
trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Me?
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Me?
Someone you've forgotten
Made a
about.
comment highlight with the
Please, stop trying to
with the
make every
clip and
decision by yourself.
with the clip
I'm
and
not
zoom in.
asking for me. I'm asking. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside,
With the clip and
to
zoom.
let
Oh,
her
bro.
back into your life.
Streamer
She's
gets
been
caught with gang
waiting.
affiliation.
That's
Those weren't
understandable.
fireworks
You
yesterday.
need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. Oh no! You can't. Did you just unplug the phone?
Oh, I wonder if I could have done that with the
wasn't supposed to be
bucket.
a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly?
Gang
I didn't
affiliate
even know that
streamer.
was possible. Let me double check.
Yo,
No.
if I ain't Twitch affiliated, then I'll be gay.
He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another.
Yeah, I bet
Music
that
comes
happens.
In, fade to white, roll credits.
Mm-hmm.
Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices?
Let's
What did you-
fucking
Wait a
go.
second. Did I just see? No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
What? Cigarettes?
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been able to run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol.
My favorite
for
VTuber is
real-world
not real.
decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity
I wonder how
of the
long until there's
situation?
AI
Well, I won't have
VTubers.
that kind of risk on my watch.
Just complete
I'm going to stop the
artificial
game for a moment
intelligence.
so we can educate you properly on safe decision making in the
Because I'm pretty sure there is
Please
AI
observe
content
this
creators
helpful
or
instructional
influencers,
video.
whatever they're called.
Choice.
Oh,
It's the best
That's-
part of being a real person.
cool.
But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember
Be real,
that unlike here,
people?
the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Excellent.
What?
Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make
I
a
can hear that
significant
narrator's
contribution
accent
to the
here. I'm
world,
not real. I'm just a
remember
chat
that
box.
in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant.
Oh my god,
And the
Twitch. I have a
feeling
bot
should
in my
subside.
chat. He's here.
At this
It's
time,
here. It's
your
here.
instructor will guide
Ban
you
him.
in an
Ban him.
exercise to
Ban
test
him.
and
There's a bot in my
reinforce the
chat.
material
Ban him,
covered in
Twitch.
this video.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago.
Very European.
And see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Yeah. Sure. Why not? Where are we going? Where are we going? Oh boy, going back.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
They took away the ramp. Huh. Thank you. Hold up a second. There was a different lobby in the first portion, so I wonder what...
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending. The story will have resolution once again.
Oh, we're going
and
back
you'll
to the
be home
correct
free
ending.
in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly.
Oh, I
and
think I know
always
how
putting
this
the
ends.
story first. I'm quite sure
I'm just a
you'll be up
chat.
to the
Aliens
task.
are gonna
Just follow
contact
my
Twitch
lead and
chat.
you'll be
We
fine.
make contact
All right.
first.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late. Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that?
Can't
What did
get
you
on the
think was
chair.
so
Oh.
special about seeing the game undone? Left
Fuck.
here like so much garbage. It's worthless
Oh,
now.
bless me.
What am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How could I go back to that?
Wait, is this the same
I
game
can't
years
erase
ago?
that
I'm
knowledge.
pretty
I'll
sure.
have to live with it forever.
Parts of it.
Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is
It
best
has
to
new
shut the game
endings.
down entirely?
It
To
has new
willingly
endings.
destroy all of
It
my work
still has
of art?
original
No.
ones, but
What's
now
the
has
answer?
new
What
ones.
do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down.
Oh yeah, you weren't here in first stream. Oh,
I
oops.
have to.
Oops, I forgot. Or I can't remember. Oh, creepy. Very spooky. Muy spooky. Oy, whoa. Excuse me.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It
Okay.
was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
Okay.
What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
Okay.
He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
It's the game in the source engine.
there's a
I'm pretty sure
world
it's in the same
outside of
engine. I'm
you.
pretty sure. Pretty sure.
Child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make
Oh,
is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
I know where this
Puzzled,
leads.
Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 125. What was it? Night Shark. Bitch.
Stanley spoke the code.
Night Shark 115.
He spoke it into the receiver.
I know it's not
right
doing anything.
there on the wall.
Okay, what? Is there anything else I can do here? Twitch chat, tell the answer.
I'm
now.
sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Blah, 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 blah.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a
And here's standing.
doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just
Super
fine.
forgot.
Both
Time to
sides
lurk in
have
some
the wrong
e-girls
thing. We can
chat.
work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I
Bro,
simply need you to take that step
I
forward.
loaned her half of my savings.
Do something? Anything? This is more important than you can ever know.
And she said
I
the
need
first
you.
part of my username. Bro.
Needs it. So,
Wait, this isn't an e-girl.
are you there?
This isn't an
You-
e-girl.
Stanley, are you there?
That's a man.
Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
Or Stanley standing like that emoji.
I'll wait for
That
you to decide
that Among Us, that emoji.
Take as much
It's an
time.
evil, even worse.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Sure.
I'm gonna go back
The bucket
and I'm
made
gonna
Stanley want to be a better man
unplug
and a better co-worker.
the
In
phone.
time, perhaps, he would become both of them. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to
quick.
the meeting room. But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him.
Dude, I'm actually
telling
loving
him
this game,
that
though.
The employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Ah,
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No. never
must be
mind.
really loving this
The
bucket.
was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left.
It's just nostalgia, bro. You don't actually love it. Oh,
No.
okay, sure.
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the
Alright, so
meeting
whatever
room.
you say,
Go
it's
somewhere
pretty
else.
sus.
The cargo
It's
lift,
pretty
yes.
sussy.
Good.
It's
Said the
sussy
Now
Among
ride
Us.
the lift all the way to the
Among
top.
Us.
There's
Sussy
something up there I
baka.
need you to
Sussy.
do.
Sussy waka.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It
Sus.
should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk.
Oh,
But
really?
Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Yeah. You're in the right, Stanley. Sure.
In here,
Said the bucket.
go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Yeah.
Now pick
And
up the
we
phone.
do that.
Oh, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the
Stanley,
bucket
it was a
isn't talking
prank,
to you and telling
Stanley.
you to
It was
do
a
things.
prank, Stanley. I
Buckets
was
can't talk, it was a
joking.
joke.
Even
Don't you
though
get
I
the
was
joke?
threatening
It's
your
funny,
life, I was
Stanley.
just
A
joking.
talking bucket.
Listen, me coming around and hitting you in the back of the head with his baseball bat engraved in 10 different languages. So you have like all of that imprinted onto your skull in the back of the head. That was just a prank. It was a joke. It was a funny goof.
But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right
Oh,
here.
we take a
Let's take
video lesson.
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies?
Sex.
And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes.
Yes, haven't you seen
Let's dive
TikTok?
deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body.
Okay.
These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a
Why
brief
is there an
synopsis
acronym?
of the joke, including
Why is
the
name an
specific
acronym?
times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then
What?
spell
No way,
out
I'm
your
that
name
close
a
to
second
streamer.
time.
He's think.
With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform
Comedic
your
bathroom
listener that
breaks?
the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
I shit myself.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only
Collecting
way
hard
to grow
data.
or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just
Saying
remember
words
to
wrong
let them
now,
stop
it's just
laughing
funny.
At some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence and who very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Yeah.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic
Hey guys, welcome to my
timing
video
are
essay
still
where
as
I'll be
relevant
talking about the
today as
Stanley
they were
Parable
back
lore
then.
and what
So with
happened
that in mind, I believe the only
years
way
before
forward
Stanley
is
was
for
even
us to
hired.
return to the two doors and walk
But
through
please
all
watch
of
the
this
entirety
again,
of my
so I can try to
45-hour
tell you the
video
story
essay
with more
where I'll
appropriate
go into depth
delivery. Come
about
along, let's
Stanley's
head back.
personal life and the narrator's will to live. Soon we're gonna play Frontline.
I can
Oh yeah,
feel
didn't
it.
that game got a
This
sequel?
time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. But I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
Bucket spoke to Stanley. I'm American. We die on the front line, actually. Listen, if you aren't giving your life to being the first one to fucking get clapped, then what's the point of? And what is the point?
You ready? When
What is the
Stanley
point?
and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door.
Oh shit! I'm a fucking sneeze. I'm a sneeze. Big sneeze.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone.
What happened?
Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
I'm sorry.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
You know, it would be really funny if I did it a second time, right?
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back. Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
You know, it'd be really funny if I did it another time, right?
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back. Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
It'd be really funny if I went. No.
What? We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There were supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point. A dramatic display of remarkable comedic
He's so
wit
funny,
which
bro. He doesn't
culminates in
follow
this
orders.
scene with the phone.
He's so funny, bro. He commits war crimes, bro.
Joke will never land.
He's so
Not
funny.
the way it was meant to.
He doesn't
And it's
follow
all my
the
fault.
orders on the little list that he got.
The 2 doors
A restraint order?
What an
What's
egregious
that?
Mistake. I've made a fool of myself.
Orders more
I
like
don't deserve the
suggestions.
title of king of
Suggestions
comedy. I'm
that'll get me
I'm not even the
nowhere in
lowliest
life,
joke
alright?
paying wealth.
What's the point of following what other people say when I can do what I
think
want
need to go
and get
back
stuff
and
done?
watch that instructional video.
Who cares if 38 people have several different restraining orders against me? That doesn't matter. Oh. He's so funny,
You
bro.
love the bucket so much it's like you. It's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not? Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame? Pale...
Oh, Unity.
What's another word
Unity?
to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so measurable.
Okay, it's Unity, I guess.
Playing guitar. No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket. Which
Don't
was
suggest
all-
anything he will never follow.
I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what.
Unity back in
That's what
2011?
will make me the king of comedy.
I thought they
More
used
instructional videos. Let's see.
Source. Because I know the original mod, the original was a mod of Half-Life, so
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
weird.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Not everyone is so lucky to have a bucket, but Stanley is a very lucky guy.
Where else to go?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door.
I still need to do the one with the phone without the bucket.
Still no one was here.
There's more endings that
Stanley
I
needed the
forgot
bucket's
how to
warmth and
access
comfort
them.
Now more than ever.
There's the one
Perhaps
where you
his
start
boss's office
floating,
was where he'd
or
coming to a staircase,
you find-
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Oh, I should take the bucket over to the whatever room. The one that smashes you. Probably made in Unity because it's easier to port. Yeah. At the same time, they're not releasing this on anything other than Steam. I don't know. I don't think they release it on any other platform. Really, nothing different with this. Okay. This has to be on console, right? I can. It's probably on console.
Office, Stanley was
I
once
mean, it
again
could be on
stunned
console.
to discover not an
I'm
indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
1548.
In his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding
One,
light
five,
pierce the
eight,
dark clouds
four?
of confusion and chaos? It would be with
1,
him
5,
always.
4,
The
8.
bucket would, and he knew it.
1,
The two of them
8,
were inseparable.
5, 4.
At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the
1,
tender spiritual
8,
connection
4.
he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the
1,
boss's desk. Nor in
4.
his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the pin number for the keypad was 2845.
2845. Mother.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
There was no 1 in that code. Why was I thinking of 1?
Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Down we go. I'll take the left, and I haven't done the not turning off big computer machine ending or whatever. I wonder if there has to be more to that.
Plummeting towards an unknown fate.
Because I have seen other YouTubers play this game, and whenever they do have that,
comforting him, reassuring that in this
oh yeah, that one. I've seen other YouTubers play this game, and whenever they say no, don't turn off the machine, they have to do like some sort of like thing during a countdown because the countdown's gonna blow up the entire place or whatever. And I've never seen any of them like escape or any of them pull that off.
Control facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both.
I don't think there actually is an ending. I'm pretty sure you're just supposed to die at that part if you don't turn off the machine.
Them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back.
Maybe it's
on
hard
track.
now. Yeah.
At
Maybe
this
it's easy.
point, Stanley
There's
and
one,
the bucket knowingly
I'm pretty sure they
walking
made
forward
getting out
into
the
a
window
very
easier in the
deep
first
depth
section,
of
first part of the game when you just get out. Where you had to like climb on a chair, on a desk, and then get out the window. Whatever. Pretty sure they made that easier because I got that on my first try. Oh, more cinematic? Or never mind. Bro.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort
Piss off.
had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal
Was Halo
doors.
Infinite finished by the way?
In a
Or is it getting a
single
co-op?
visceral
It's getting co-op
instant,
on. It's
the
getting
bucket's
a
life came
flight.
to an end,
It's
as
getting
it
a
was
co-op
crushed
flight or a
violently to
flight for the
death.
co-op on the 11th. I'm pretty sure that's what they said. On the 11th, that's when they're going to start flying co-op, doing the flight for co-op. Okay.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true
Words
that
are
all
hard to
buckets
use.
are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
A bucket. The bucket. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within, a cavernous void, but through use of the exhibit. Okay. Will you take what you learn here out with you into the turn a blind eye and continue to live where you were in ignorance and darkness? I want to try co-op because open world needs it. Yeah.
Can you see how arrogant it was?
I really
for
want
Stanley to take a
like
bucket
level
like
replays
this
because
and
I
to
can't
claim
fucking
it for
100%
his
the
own?
game
Can you
without
see the
a
hubris
fucking
that
level
blinded
replay
him?
for Halo.
Can you see that the bucket
If
is
you forgot
far
some
more
fucking
noble
skulls
than
in
Stanley
one
will
mission,
ever be in his short life?
you're fucked. You can't complete the game. It's incompletable. Oh. Yo, bro, a bucket anatomy. A bucket with 2 handles? Having 2 handles, such a design has never been created in real life, having been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year, dozens are put to death just for attempting it. Bro, it's like making a water engine. Oh my god, Mr. CIA, this man making engine out of hydrogen. We gotta take him out. I didn't want to get the game because I just like levels in Halo. Huh. Same. Infernal bucket. No one can control a bucket. Billions die and yet in spite none of it. Okay. Analogy. Worrying Coping strategy holes. Coping in holes? Huh. Copium. Coping. I want to cope in a hole and get buried
No man
alive.
can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
Hanging bucket. Okay. The piece symbolizes necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is out of reach. This distance inevitably is for our own good. You sure about? Oh. Is the female narrator funny?
But there is something we can do.
Not gonna make
something
sure.
we can do together, you and I,
Excuse
that
me?
will right this terrible wrong.
Oh, never mind. I've never found female funny. Okay, you said that. You said that joke. Not me. Not me. I wasn't even thinking about that joke. I swear. Twitch, I was never thinking about that joke. I think female are extremely funny. They're comedic. I love Amy Schumer. She is so funny.
The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as
I Kappa.
leader,
I
as
Kappa.
founder of a new world, a new vision.
Oh, okay. Gotta click. Oops. Twitch, don't ban me. It was a joke, you
All
know.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Have I gone
It
out there
takes
with the
a lot of
bucket?
humility to carry a bucket so magnificent. Stanley checked. Stanley clung the bucket to his cheek. Could his co-workers really all be gone? Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear.
We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self.
The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein, of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to
Bucket's
curb
a
the
Nazi.
madness and the decay, if only it had been stronger, of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception. This was way too much for Stanley.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a bucket!
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
No,
Said the bucket.
not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in his machinations as payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults. I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of... No!
Stanley screamed even louder this time.
This is stupid! You are a bucket!
Yo, Mr. Bean?
This is so
Mr.
stupid! Why are we even doing this?
Mr. Freehole?
As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form.
No, it
transforming
can't
into a
be.
mighty beast of untold
Bucket
power,
Bean.
its fangs glistening like... My God, Stanley, you did it. You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already had all 12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise, we would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power. I'm speechless. You've demonstrated such bravery here today. Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor
Shot
the
to be
dark
trifling.
magic cast away inside of it. Stanley decided
Man,
to go
shot
to
to
the
be
meeting
trifling. It
to
looked
check
like
on
the
his
battle
progress.
pass.
He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of Stanley cradled the bucket in a gentle embrace, protective yet delicate, assertive yet compassionate. Stanley clutched the bucket
That was a
tightly to
nightmare.
his chest and
No,
entered the door
Bucket.
on his
You
left.
can't go. You can't be a member of the SS. No.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where... Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to
Wholesome
discover not an
Chuck
indication
Iron.
of any
Chuck
human
what?
life.
Chuck what?
Crushed by the weight
2,
of this revelation,
8, 4,
Stanley may have
5.
broken down into it, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical
Yes.
explanation.
Sorry, I got tackled. Wholesome. Cooked lore. Oh, okay. The bucket, more like
Stanley
the
and the
cucket.
bucket walked
Haha.
straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Oh, I do wonder what happens if I just fall down here.
But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below. Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall. Now, what to do next? Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here. So they set up a little couch and relaxed. It really wasn't so bad down here, a bit cold perhaps. After some time had gone by, they installed a few shelves as well, and a sort of kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket was craving paninis. But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to feel like a home. In
Yo.
fact, after some time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility at all.
No
He'd
toilet.
never gotten to
Well, what do you think the
fully
bucket's
explore
for?
there, never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind
Oh
control
no.
facility.
Oh no. The
This
bucket has a
last
scat
place
fetish.
began to
Oh
eat
no, not the subway
Soon he
employee.
was dwelling
No.
on his regrets, and the state of their home slowly decayed as Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning.
What?
It unsettled the bucket deeply. Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail. All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again, staying on the path. It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake.
Divorce, bucket divorce.
I need to do what the narrator says. I need to see the true ending. This made no sense at all to the bucket.
I would have gone all the way to the NFL if I weren't with you, you fucking whore.
This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground. The bucket sighed. True, it wasn't an ending.
I feel for the bucket on the
Where
path.
we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually. It's what the bucket was counting on. The two of them waited for a very long time.
You didn't deserve this, Stanley.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries?
Stanley's bucket, the only co-worker he would ever truly need.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
That was my favorite lower path. Divorce?
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's
Depression.
warmth and comfort now more than ever.
The other D
Perhaps
word.
his boss's office was coming to a staircase. Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's
My
office.
favorite D word is dictatorship.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned
Two,
to discover not an indication
8,
of
4,
any human life.
5.
Crushed, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes.
True.
This is certainly the most logical explanation.
Dictator bucket lore? No way. Bucket, what have you been ruling? That was a quicker elevator time.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind
Walk,
Control
walk, walk.
Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room.
I do
packed
wonder
with
what happens if I
television
fall
screens.
again, but
What
with
horrible
this,
secret
who
did this
cares?
place hold? Stanley and the
Who
bucket
cares?
both wondered to themselves.
Yes, do it. I'll do that later after
The
I
monitors jumped to life,
after I press
and
no.
Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
Bro, it's like that one book, 1848 or 1898, 1940, 1980, 1980, 1989, 1960, 68, 69. That book.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility
Need more lore.
well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
Bucket consent?
These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible... But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls.
What? Bucket?
Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take
What?
over the machine and claim the power for itself?
No way.
How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley
Unbelievable.
was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds. Silly, silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
Bird. 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 Bird.
Stanley flipped
Bird.
through one video of silly birds
Bird.
after another.
Bird.
And
Bird.
then it dawned on him.
Bird.
This
Bird.
wasn't a
Bird.
mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all
Bird.
over the world.
Bird. Bird.
The mind
Bird.
controls were
Bird.
only a facade
Bird.
to disguise
Bird.
its
Bird.
true intentions.
Bird. Bird.
Had the
Bird.
bucket known
Bird.
this all along?
Bird.
Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the
Bird.
silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
What happened?
All
Oh
his
boy.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps... Is Stanley, without the bucket, really Stanley at all? No. No, surely not. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the
I
achievement?
wonder if this is different with the
Click
bucket.
the door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth?
I already got the
No,
achievement, but I wonder.
I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
What if I just keep going?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
I actually don't want the bucket. I think the achievement is still the same, to my knowledge.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where, coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the
I'm gonna turn on the
boss's
button
office.
and I'm gonna just fall down there.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
My luck.
Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is
Dictator.
certainly the most
Oh, I didn't read
logical
this message.
explanation.
Damn, I guess I'm not allowed to share streamers because they go live. Well, down. Jesus. Share streamers like Pokemon cards. No, that's Twitch. If you ever need a if you're ever running out of ideas, card game. Every streamer is a
Stanley and the
card.
bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Okay, I'm gonna turn on stuff and then I'm gonna just fall down.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped.
No way.
Monitored like guinea pigs. But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below. Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall. Now, what to do next? Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually
My
they
mission is
decided
still
that
the
best thing
same.
to do would be to simply get comfortable down here.
Yeah, it's the same.
So they set up a little couch and relaxed.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same. It's the same.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
I know there's
Stanley
endings
came
in
to a
which
set of 2 open
it's like a
doors.
1 out of
He entered the door
whatever
with
chance of me getting like a specific layout.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
So I might have
Feeling a
to
wave of
constantly restart the
disbelief,
game.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
Also, I have to set up the
office.
time even though I don't need the time at all. So I do wonder if the time relates to an
Stepping
ending?
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Yo, bro, I'm so high. I'm so high.
Soothed
Oh,
and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
okay. Then we just go down and click no on the machine, and hopefully there's a way to do stuff there. And off we go.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life.
Speedrunning.
Each bore the number of an
I might have to
employee
Google
in the
search some
Stanley's
endings just to
co-workers.
find out
The
how to
lives of so many
get to some of them.
individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Nothing.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
No way.
He refused to believe
No
it.
way.
He
No,
couldn't
it,
accept
no,
it.
it,
His
no
own
real.
life
It, no,
in
no,
someone
no
else's
way. No,
control.
it's not real.
Never.
No,
It
no
was
way. No,
unthinkable. Wasn't it?
no.
Was it even possible?
Yeah.
Had he truly spent
Yeah.
his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power.
I wish you could make, like,
over
quick
another human
saves.
life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Power on.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Oh, lovely.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that?
House.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
There's not ever.
Solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them.
I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course,
Raise.
that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let
Press
the
any
office
key to
sink
send
into
power.
the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say
House.
this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you
10
try to make sense of
G.
everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Fire.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right
Zip
now?
it.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every
Zip
little
it.
thing in this room.
Zip it.
These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
What?
This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
Goodbye.
No ending.
Wait.
Just
There has
shooting
to have been
blood
like a way.
process.
Come on.
Will you
Come
cling
on.
desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment of freedom until the moment I say,
That was a real. That was a real. That was a real gamer moment right there. Oh,
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided
Dark
to go
mode.
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
Excuse
missed a
me?
memo.
I'm back. I'm back. What the hell is your three views? Holy shit. Why is your 3 views, sorry? Keeps complaining about anime, like, the what? Hey. Why is it? Fucking, I left and now there's 3 viewers, okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I was saying the same. Wait, this is an e-girl? This is an e-girl? What? You came back now. 1. Oh no. The bots get deactivated.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I guess I have to Google. I'm gonna Google some of the endings. Just for the sake of finding stuff, you know. Stanley Cup. Okay, Stanley. Endings. You came back now. 1. They went to go what? J-O? Gamerend.com. Alright. I don't care. Oh, you can hear all that, can't you? Okay. Can I ask streamer what eat? Bread. I don't know. Bread. You know, like that sweet bread, whatever. Oh.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
I thought it closed on its own.
Make a decision. What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go
Just stop joshing me, streamer. I eat bread first.
Now,
no.
Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer.
He can't be the first bread eater.
Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
What? Here it comes. Okay. No new dialogue at the. Excuse me, flavor. Okay. How do I get here? Blah blah blah. Specific monitor display ominous. I'm waiting input. Okay, yeah, that one. I forgot about that one. Oops. I'm that one simp in the e-girls chat. Sorry, we on retro mode. When all are interacted with successfully, anyone unveil itself, this requires at least 4 restarts, which can be achieved by reaching another story ending or manually beginning the game. Okay. Let's look at some monitors.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait, input. Oh, Stanley! I wonder if this viewer who... I wonder if there's a viewer... If there is a viewer who is an e-girl... Who is a girl with one... I wonder if there's a viewer that can tolerate my reading. I wonder if there is a viewer who is in a girl with one what? Does he automatically win?
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps.
The music's
and a
different.
painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
This game makes me confused.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Want to change up what you see on Twitter? Why? That sounds a little bit ominous. That sounds like an intro for an advertisement.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
It was an ad for me when I opened Twitter. Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Where
Stanley decided to go
is-
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait. This isn't the layout. Hold up a second. This isn't the layout of the office? What? That close. That's not supposed to happen. That's open over there. That's open as well. No, I want to see the same art pose. Mind blown. How do I activate this?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I got one restart that made this sound like it was raining. At one point, don't know what that was about. Mind blown.
No matter how hard Stanley looked,
How
he
do
couldn't
I-
find a trace of his co-workers.
That closed.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I guess I have to find it somewhere else. That looks different. This thing does not look... Normal. What the fuck was it?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
When's Evo? Evo? Evo who? Eve these nuts? Evo these...
Yet there was not a single person here either.
It's on
Feeling a wave of
the
disbelief,
computer?
Stanley
The boss's
decided to go
computer?
up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Here. I had a feeling. Okay. I was thinking of where else is there computers?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I've seen some deadly These Nuts jokes at the Axe event. Shit, nutty. At the Axe event? Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. In heaven. It's real. It's really him. It's heaven. It's real. Yo, let's go. Heaven cameo. Yo. This reminds me of those candies. Is it just like in the clear wraps? Troubleshooting the heaven ending. Due to semi-random nature of the Stanley Parable, blah 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 blah. Cannot be exited once all monitors have been interacted with. The one way to return to new game is by pausing and restarting. This ending allows Stanley and player to interact with all. Label on PC, PS4, PS5, Switch, Xbox One, Xbox. Oh yeah, Stanley Parables. A label on everything. Okay. The sugar candy and white paper. Huh. Do some symbolic thing. Oh. Huh. Candy dots. Haven't seen that. The whiteboard ending. Occasionally, randoms. Oh. If done correctly, the doors will close permanently, leaving Stanley. The escape pod route stands out amongst other Stanley Parable, blah blah blah. Gets wrecked by it. Nutty, these nutty jokes, let me see.
Menace. What a menace.
I've got a isekai question for you guys. So I'm struck with my isekai question. Which anime protagonist has the power Sneak Thieves?
I don't watch enough anime to know this one.
Sneak these nuts.
These nuts.
Oh my god.
Yeah, baby! I got you first.
You did.
Yo, somebody
You
give this
did
guy a
not.
medal. I'm clapping.
I can't believe you just did that.
Thank
I
you
can't
so
believe
much
I
for doing
fell for that.
I'm glad that you finally got him.
I can't believe I...
The press conference ending. Go left, the stairs, the boss office, enter the keypad. However, after getting in it and heading downwards, the player can press the button again and go back up. Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh. I forgot I was in heaven. I told you they... Cool. Let's
As
go in there
Stanley
with
lifted
here.
his bucket, he felt a connection to all. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Door on my left.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was coming to a staircase. Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
5. Oops, wrong one.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it the bucket?
Hey yo, these nuts.
Was the bucket
Nutty,
guiding
these nuts joke.
Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Very logical. Okay, down. But not only can we go down, we can also go back up.
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
Uh-oh. Streamer gonna get asked an embarrassing question in front of a crowd.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and... Well, he said, the number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator. Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps he
Fortnite.
had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
Maybe he got a little bit jealous.
No, said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
Nothing.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician
This is awkward.
on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears. And the whole time, he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all, only silence. Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator. Stanley and the bucket were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution.
Plans to remaster
mustn't there
GTA
be?
4? No. Oh, bro, I can't wait for Grove Street Games to remaster the hit 360 whatever game. Oh, bro, I can't wait for that to come out. Yo, Nico Bellic gonna look more More like Nico Bellic.
Said Stanley. I know what to do. I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart. He decided right then and
Excuse
there
me.
that he would hold a press conference where he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over. He would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so alive when pressing it. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others. It would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally understand Stanley's work. For months, he advertised and marketed his press
All
conference.
eyes on
There was
Stanley.
excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it until it
World's
couldn't be
healthiest
refined
human
a
being.
single
All
measure
tricks
further.
revealed.
When the big day arrived,
How we did it, the
Stanley
pyramids.
was as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life.
World peace, baby. Stanley Parable. That was the Minecraft door. Stanley Parables. Stanley tonight on stage. Stanley. World's first sentient machine. Minecraft. Doing great. A conversation with Alexander the Great.
This was it. One last chance to win the bucket over. One opportunity to share a true connection with a loved one.
Oh yeah, rip. Rip. The dude who came up with a pizza. Oh, I used that PNG once before.
There was no one here. Nobody had come to the press conference to hear Stanley speak, to listen to him talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over. He was unloved, uninteresting, he was a failure.
What really means to
And in
press
that
the number
moment,
3 on the
Stanley
keypad
knew
over and
that he
over.
would never again take him seriously. There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms in
Oh my.
and so it began.
A bit too
Slowly,
loud.
over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant. They spoke.
I was
less
going to do a
and less,
meme like,
neither
I
wishing
really
to
like
state the
number
obvious,
3.
That any sense of real respect
I
between
really
them
like the number
had
3.
eroded since that day at the press conference.
Too real, too
There
real.
would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit, only a silence that consumed the space between friends. And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
No, that's awkward. It is slightly. I don't know. A little bit. It's a little bit unfortunate.
All of his
Okay,
co-workers
doing
were
that same
gone.
ending, but without the
What did
bucket.
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Bro, I
Stanley came
smiled.
to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here.
Bro, that little funny Joker man came up to me and he said, "Take a whiff, take a quick whiff."
Stanley walked
And then
upstairs
I
to
started
his boss's
smiling
office.
and I couldn't stop. It hurt. Doctor, help me, doctor.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by
Okay,
now.
thank
blah,
God.
Blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway.
Wow. Bro, that cat be drooling. That cat be drooling. I wanna be a cat. No, Shane Dawson, you can't be a cat. It won't make it better.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up.
Silly
so
me.
happy dreaming of Super
Why
Iron
did
Stream.
Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
I forgot the fist.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you...
Super Iron. By all. Nothing. Huh. Nothing.
You've made to come up here and look at the office again. This is
There
fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never
appears to be nothing.
anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have. An incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Oops.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all
You don't have
this?
to keep addressing me in a third person. I'm here. I can hear you. Feels lonely without the bucket. Where's my
Did
bucket?
you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator.
Okay, stop
I can't even
patronizing
begin
me.
to grapple with what might be
Stop
out
it.
there. Is it the boss's
Stop
office
it.
again? Oh,
Stop.
God, if it's the boss's
No.
office this time,
Stop
the
it.
suspense is killing me.
No, stop it. BRB. Hopefully I don't miss the parable. Hopefully you don't miss.
Oh my God.
Bro.
Boss's office.
I got a little bit
Absolutely
scared right there, to be
changes
honest.
everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this.
I guess he's also BRBing, I guess.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait! No! I need more time to process.
Yeah, go for it, yeah. Take your time. Take all the time.
All right. I have fully come to terms with it.
Harry, the
I have
Planet
made
Plus.
space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Okay.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator.
Yeah.
How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Oh.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator, but the suspense The agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
How about we don't? How about we...
There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises? To have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal. This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think.
It's 1 second long. Lower. It's 1 second. I know it says 10 seconds, but it's only playing in 1 second, which is weird. I'm quickly downloaded it. Download it. I'm gonna fucking open up a different. I'll open up this. Thank God the fucking. Okay, I should really be careful what I open. It's at 1. Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna get really loud. I keep thinking of this one streamer, one Twitch clip of this man just of this dude like getting like I don't know how to explain it. Streamer makes a VR video. Streamer make a VR video. Yeah, sure. I keep. Facebook ban illegal anime content. No way. What's it called? Stream clip PC destroyed. I don't know. This one. Here, right? Here. This one.
Oh, hold on, my bad.
It's fucking this clip that fucking makes me laugh every single time. It's like so many things happen at once.
Exiting narrator. El narrador se ha cerrado inesperadamente. Si esto no se esperaba, visita el sitio web oficial de Microsoft.
I don't know what the fuck just happened.
Sí.
What the fuck?
Exiting narrator.
It's like everything's happening at once. I don't know. Wait. Okay. Cancel. All right. Oh. Where are you? Where are you? There we go. How does that even happen? No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Facebook ban anime? No, they ban illegal anime. You see?
I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes
AKA
us feel
the
sharp
good anime.
and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley, because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why, oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you.
Really?
So that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following
Yeah, look up to
from
you,
the
streamer.
beginning.
I didn't know
really look
anime
up
was
to you,
illegal.
Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them.
Give us a
This
TED
is the
Talk.
kind
Pretty
of
sure there's certain
that
types of
might leave a
anime that's illegal in,
tremendous
like,
impact on them for
I think
the
Australia. I
better.
don't
Oh,
know.
good, we're here.
Oh, we're here.
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
Everything seems the same. Same jokes.
Yes, here it is, just through this door. All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay.
Don't
it
stare
looks
at the
like they're ready
baby
for
too
you.
long, streamer. I know.
Go get 'em.
Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you came from. Your coworkers. Break a leg. Your boss. No one tells stories the way you do. Go get him, Tiger. Whoa, bro, yo, I thought I was gonna be nobody here. I thought no one was gonna be here. Yeah, it's me. I make story. What? Bucket? Alright, next ending. Whatever. Should have said. No, I should have went like poo. Museum ending. Bottom of the mind control facility ending. Countdown ending, simple enough to reach. But the outcome itself can misdirect players from the start of Stanley's office. Go left to the door, up one secret, head to the mind control facility. Oops. Countdown ending. I'm actually quite curious. Oh, he said Popo. Oh yeah, there's Scorn, the new game that's coming out. That looks really cool. I don't know. Off topic. I just saw an ad for Scorn. I know what happens at the countdown ending. Getting off the elevator, moving the section can confuse players because while it seems there's a possible way out, to escape is impossible. The narrator continues to talk to the player and even adds more time to the countdown before the clock hits 0. This will end the current playthrough and bring Stanley back to the office. Ready? Okay, apparently there's no way out of that one. Freedom. Confusion ending. Cold feet ending. The vent ending. Phone ending. Real person ending. Sending. Okay, I haven't done this one. I haven't done that. That's what I haven't done. Okay.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself.
He said,
Sure that the orders
wait, is score
stopped
now?
coming
I don't know.
How
I don't
is
think
that
so.
possible?
Is
They
it? I
never
don't know.
stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Alright, too mad. Stop going live.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge.
October, yeah.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
No way.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust
Spooky
in
man.
someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that
yes.
convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully. This is important.
Really? Yes.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Alright. Oops.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I want it to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you. What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy. No, wait. Where are you going? Right. Where were we?
Oh, colorful. Is that Minecraft blocks? Yo, album, bro, it's that C418 album. Oh, bro.
Oh no, stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Oh no, so sad. So sad.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
Haha.
No! What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here. You heard me before, didn't you? You will die! What about this isn't getting through to you? Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing. No! Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment.
Haha, funny
Now,
gamer moment.
Can we please get back to the other room? There. See? This is what you want.
Do it
We
again.
can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop. Stanley, go back.
Do it
There's
again.
nothing good that can come from this.
Do it again. Do it again.
No.
Have sex. Have sex.
Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Have sex. Have sex. Wee.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? Yes. Perhaps you can. perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you? No, perhaps not.
What if I go back one more time? One more time. One more time. Bruh, black hole.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Yes.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
Yes. Ooh.
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley.
Pretty
I
colors.
really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
And back we go. No more narration at all. I'm walking really slow. Got that cinematic camera look to it. Gotta be slow and smooth as much as I possibly can. Geronimo.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
So sad. Have sex. Okay. Wait a minute. The whole ending doesn't restart you from the beginning. The whole ending just puts you back in the beginning of the expo place. Oh, I don't know. The bucket. Requires player to close and reopen the entire game several times, prompting them to interact with several sliders and time settings. Okay. Oh, okay. I get it. Thanks. All that fast cam was hurting my eyes. After enough attempts reopening the game, slowly the player is seen to consider another ending. What a bonus achievement trophy now. Okay. Quit. Okay. Achievements. 8. Test achievement, please ignore. Settings, world champion. Speedrun. Super go outside. Don't play the Stanley Parable for 10 years. Commitment. Play the Stanley Parable for the entire duration of a Tuesday. For the entire duration of a Tuesday? Are you fucking insane? Okay, let's hopefully this comes back up. Last time it said I can put any time that I want, so or could you simply not resist giving me the correct time? Not resist giving me the... After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. Okay, now I'm curious how accurate is... Let's use another slider to find out. Pretty inaccurate. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. Wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent new sliders to gather new data on you. Okay. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip a couple new ones up. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. Okay. Have sex, have sex. Boop it up, boop it up, boop up, boop up. No. Please adjust the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. Which of the two made-up words below is most appealing to you? Scrumtush, Akboinkle, Akboinkle, Scrumtush. You know what the time is right now? Stanley shat himself. Oh my god. Is the time that it is right now the correct time? Yeah? What time is it anyway? Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? No. No. Alright, let's see what we get right here. Booting it up one more time. Hopefully we get the whatever ending. Don't know what it's called. What time is it? does anyone really truly know? I don't have a controller plugged in, so I don't know why, okay. Of course I don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're strangers. Sure, I have adjusted all the game settings to your exact specifications. Well, who hasn't? Specification. Job is over. No more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can. And I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. And neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games were meant to be played alone? You like being alone, don't you? That's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There is still one more setting that we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. It's not really in my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again, if you can find me. Talk soon. I wonder where I gotta go next. Epilogue. The time skip ending or moment. Okay. A nice little chair to just, you know, calmly rest myself. Have sex. Oh my god, I'm morbid. Oh no, moon, the morbid. No, keep going. Oh my god, it's like the hit movie, The Martian with Dave American Man. Oh my god. Or the hit video game Journey, made by the company that just went bankrupt because the producers probably didn't fucking care about making games. Oh my god, it's so intense. I'll find you, Mr. Sliderman. Slider. I'll find you. That looks like a really big sun. A really big sun. Oh. Day whatever found a nostalgia house. Interesting. It's just this, right? Yeah. That's a part of the skybox, I believe. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscopes how truly disappointed I am with its sequel. Probably from, poop my tent. What? What does that say? World at war. Cat dog differences. Oh. Is it like that because I put them apart? Uh-oh. That's not good. Buttons? Oh, it's the gym buttons. Stanley Parable developers, no more spin-offs, no more sequels. By Snip Sweemy. Jim. Press release goes off to promise to preserve the artistic integrity of the original game and to stop assaulting fans with our reckless, insulting creative visions. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in the press release. Get on the green. More Jim?
Jim.
A lot of Jims. When does the sex scene start? Right now. Get ready. Yo, bro, I got all of them. The Office. A bit dirty. But The Office. Oh my god, Five Nights at Freddy's. Hello. Nice to see ya. Terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read what the developer said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise? What nonsense. Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need... What fucking... We do not... Fuck, I forgot about the meme. There was a meme, TikTok meme. Forgot about it. We do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, who cares? You see, that was an narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. It's not hard. It's fact. Let me show you. Together, we're going to make the Stanley Parable 3. It's simple. All we do is change the number in the game's title screen. We also really need a really dumb subtitle for the game. Something loud and gaudy. Go ahead. Try combining some random words together and make a new title for our game. Oh yeah. Crocodile, sunshine, door 2, birthday party, coworker, destruction. One with the chemicals. Dreams of chemicals, destruction of the chemicals. Journey to the chemicals. Journey to the chemicals. It's absurd. I love it. Every time you start the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1 and we'll pick a noob subtitle. That way, Stanley Parable will never end. And nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work. No need to do that. Oh. It'll just be the same content recycled again and again and again. With a new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it, but I want you to have a say as well. Yeah. Good, then it's agreed. A new sequel every time you start the game. You know what, since you put faith in my idea, I feel like giving you something as well. You see, I've noticed that the narrator never found a way to give you that broken achievement, did he? Of course not. I wouldn't expect him to know how. It's been bothering me. Let's fix it. The achievement machine is all fixed. You see, I'm on your side. We're in this together. We're going to keep this train rolling. The path cannot end. It can only spiral on itself forever. I must keep the wheel turning. I'm ready. You ready? Great. There's only one last thing we need to do. Oops. Thank you. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable. Yo. Oh my god. So let's test this out. Wait. Outstretched. Dealing with the lawsuit. Is that Silent Hill? I should probably play Silent Hill. At one point. Quit the desktop. Let's see. All right, let me. Whoa, whoa, what's this? That's weird. We started the game and it's all different.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Huh, that's weird.
What did it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yo, I can jump. Huh, this is a weird layout. Everything looks different.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Haha, I'll go right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
Piss. Cool. Funny moment. Funny moment. Stanley versus challenge. Yo, no way. No way. Let me quick it out of that. Okay, what is that? It's this one. Oh, that place, okay. Man is ending. Oh, that one. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19. Just 19. Intervention ending. Huh, is that really all the endings? Let me click on the YouTube video. Give me a second. If that's all the endings, then I guess that's it for the stream. I guess. Yeah, I guess that's it for the ending. I mean, I guess I can try one more time. I think I didn't get the going back home ending. That's one thing. That's the last ending, and I think after that I'll just end the stream. Evil cowboy. Offline cowboy.
This is the... All of his
Looked a bit
co-workers
different.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I've already been here. Where's this gonna take me now? Or is this just gonna take me back to the stuff that I've been in? Oh, maybe I can go back to the hole.
See, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version.
Oh, it's because I don't have the second on my menu anymore. In the main menu.
Any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Yeah, it's because I don't have this on the title screen anymore. So the game's probably trying to... So I guess now I can go through this again.
To a measly re-release with a few minor additions. Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged...
Oh, at least I can go through all this again and hopefully get to the hole.
Ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new... Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration.
I thought this was a shortcut, and I forgot about this.
On Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
Okay, asking for a sex scene. Well, here's a hole. Hopefully it's
never been done before in a
big enough.
This is in fact a hole.
Oh wait, I gotta wait a long time for this to work.
Right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward. You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then,
Falling
since
down
you've
the
gotten
hole.
to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Great! Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel. Okay, and I guess we're back in the hole now. Did you really need to see it again? I don't know what else there is to say, Stanley. It's an infinite hole. It's exactly what you're doing right now, but forever. There really are so many other fascinating exhibits that I've prepared for you. I really spent quite a lot of time on all this, and I would very much like to show you some more of them. How about we go ahead and press that teleport button again, so we can get back to what's really important about...
Bam.
Oh, goodness. Well, this is rather embarrassing, Stanley. I'll be honest with you, I truly did not believe that anyone would actually stay in the hole long enough to hit the bottom. Yes, I know, I told you the hole was infinite, but
Hit the
come
bottom?
on. Who actually wants to fall forever? The hole was plenty deep. It was more than deep enough, in my opinion. Maybe it's you who likes falling too much. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean.
A heated gamer moment right there.
All this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite.
A little bit too heated and it would have gotten
Then
canceled.
go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the... Oh, for heaven... You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person.
I don't think that's normal.
That's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the, teleport button not working? You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
And here comes the moment I've been waiting for. Ooh. And here we go. I wonder if it's determined by length or by how many times I press it. So hopefully, I'll get the other options.
My head's stronger. You're no longer.
Stanley? Stanley! Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating, that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really truly focused on the whole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
And we're back here.
Go on, try out some of the new features.
Oh, I guess that is technically an ending. I'm actually quite curious about these things, if I can keep infinitely collecting them. No? Been here already. Wait a minute, there's that one door over here. Right? Let me search for this. Give me a second.
What else? Moving on. Aha!
Okay.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
No? How the fuck did he do that? Oh. How would you get this if how do you to get this you'll need to go through each of the sliders point by a point in the settings menu. This means not simply holding down the control stick as it starts to skip individual numbers, so use the D-pad instead. It's a bunch of other stuff. I might have to do this or save this for another stream or something. I don't know. Cycle through the language after all. I don't. I'll say this later. Whatever. Well, yeah, that was basically it for the Stanley Parable. I think everything has been basically done. If not, then I'll just do a quick stream for a different game, and I'll just quickly do stuff for the Stanley Parable. But other than that, that's basically going to be it for this stream. All right, quick stream, but at least I finished the game. Technically, sort of. I don't know. All right, Reggie.
Okay, that's all the time I've got. I gotta get back to playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on my Nintendo 3DS.
All right, see you guys later.